crying, bawling my eyes out, just crying. Full on 45 minutes for no reason but just about Fifth Harmony. My friend. Hello and welcome to the weirdest kingdom on this side of YouTube. I'm Princess Adia, aka Adia, and welcome to my channel. This is my first video that will most likely be the first video posted this year, 2021, and the first video that I'm filming of 2021. Yes, so I've kind of disappeared for a while, and that's because of a multitude of different reasons. One biggest reason, college. I got really tied up in it, did not do that well. I did better than I thought I was going to. Another reason is just I had filmed videos. I had filmed videos, but I did not like how they came out, and I didn't like what the whole thing that was coming out for them was. So I kind of scrapped them and just went, alright, never mind. We're just gonna start fresh and new. I tried to film Vlogmas. Well, I did film Vlogmas. I filmed every day for 24 days. I was gonna do weekly Vlogmases, and then that was like literally the finals week was 2 weeks, the first 2 weeks of Vlogmas, and then after that I just had such a shitty kind of like rest of the month. So I just kind of like vlogged it, but never ended up posting them. Honestly, I don't even know if I want to. It's not that interesting. But we are in my kitchen, and I have not done this sort of thing, which, if you guys don't know, this is an episode of Royal Kitchen. I realized when I looked back at my other Royal Kitchens, I don't have an apron. And so maybe I think a good idea for a video would be me making like a Royal Kitchen apron, because I want to get better at sewing. And so an apron seems to be pretty easy to make, so. Anyway, so this is a episode of Royal Kitchen, and today I'm going to be making chocolate chip cookies. So, yeah, I have been kind of like not baking and stuff like that because I had a horrible mixer, and it just was not doing what I wanted it to do, and I was just struggling. I made cinnamon rolls for Thanksgiving, third time. My other like Black Friday / like Thanksgiving vlogs, you'll see that I have done cinnamon rolls for like the past 2 or 3 years or something like that. So this year they came out really great, except one thing. My frosting was weird, and it just did not help with it, but the cinnamon roll itself, magnifique. So I'm ready to get back into baking because I really love baking. I just have never done it because I didn't have a good mixture, and I was just kind of lazy, and I was stressed out and didn't have the time to do it, and I really hated cleaning up after it. But there's one thing that I got for Christmas that like I was super excited. This is my first time getting something for Christmas in like the past couple of years from anybody, really. So yeah, I got a KitchenAid mixer. Don't mind my vlogging camera. I got a new vlogging camera as well, which will also be able to be used. I got a KitchenAid mixer, and so I'm super excited to use it. I'm super excited to get into it, and I feel like I can do so much more now. Like I can even grind meat and make pasta and stuff. So I'm super excited to try this. So today I'm going to be making cookies. Right now I'm melting my butter, honestly. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much melted. I'm gonna set that aside to cool off. Jonathan Westman, I'm following his chocolate chip cookie, his better recipe of the Levain bakery here in New York City, the very popular bakery that I really I've never been to, if I'm honest with you. Even though I'm from New York, I've never been to Levain bakery. That's just because my mom is not from here. She doesn't know all the touristy stuff. Also, I'm from here, so like sometimes I just don't know about very touristy areas, and like Levain bakery is like popular to locals and touristy, but I also didn't grow up in Manhattan. I grew up in the Bronx, so there's a reason why I don't know about that stuff. I know about certain things in the Bronx, but not in Manhattan that much. So I love Manhattan though. So, but I mean to say that I have been wanting to try them because they look really good, and I've been wanting to try chocolate chip cookies from scratch and not from that really gross Betty Crocker put water in and then just put it in the oven. I have all my ingredients laid out. I think this time I'm a lot more organized with my ingredients. So the recipe calls for 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1.5 cups of cake flour, 1.5, is it 1.5? 1.25? I will put the measurements in there correctly. I'm just gonna, okay. So 1.25 cup of brown sugar. I kind of ran out of dark brown sugar. My mom, I didn't specify what to get. I didn't specify her to tell her what to get. So there's 1 cup of dark brown sugar, and there's like 1/4 of a cup, a fourth of a cup of light brown sugar, which I don't think should be a problem. So, then there's 2 eggs and 3 egg yolks. As you can see, one of my egg yolks have broken, so that's not okay. And then it also calls for 1.5 tablespoons of kosher salt. I'm using the KitchenAid Artisan Mini. It's kind of messy from the last thing I made, which is I tried to make red velvet cake, but it did not come out red, and the frosting was weird looking, so I knew something was wrong. What you're gonna do first is pour in this butter. Okay. Oh wait, God. I need to learn how to be cleaner in this kitchen. And what we're going to do is, I don't know why this is like so hard to pour in stuff into this mixer. I just don't understand. So we're gonna pour in the butter, and we're gonna whisk that on a low speed. I have it on 2, okay? And as we do that, we're gonna add 1 egg at a time. So making sure that it fully gets in there. Yeah. So, I think I'm going to move it up to 3. Okay, that's good. Alright. So, the KitchenAid mixer actually surprisingly isn't as loud as I thought it was going to be, so. Oh, I had 2 in at once. 2, an egg yolk and an egg. 1 whole egg. Seems to be fine. So while that's mixing, I hope it's not going to mess up with the audio that much, but I wanted to come and speak for a little bit. So, yeah, I'm really excited to start filming videos again this year. I think that I'm really just kind of figuring out, because like I'm at a weird place where I want to still make like fashion videos and make videos about kawaii fashion, talking about it, and I think my mind has been around the fact that I need to make hauls and show the clothes, but I can still make kawaii like fashion content but without having to show the clothes. And so what I'm going to be doing is I really wanted to be delving into different topics, different things that I'm interested in, and not just kawaii fashion, because even though it's a large part of my life, it's not the only thing I'm really interested in. And I want to start talking more about like mental health and like my ADHD and like different things that are just about me. And I feel like I've always felt like it wasn't okay for me to speak about those things because, you know, kept sweeping under the rug, or just like you have to push through it and just don't talk about it. So I've never talked about it, and so like I feel like I realized that a lot of people in my life currently, or people that were in my life, or some people that still are in my life, they didn't really care. They don't care about don't want to hear about what I actually want to speak about. It's too much. It's something that's not important to them. It's just like, you know, and I know that I deserve to be able to talk about what I want to talk about and not feel ashamed or uncomfortable or guilty for liking the things and being excited for the things that I'm excited about. And also, like, my emotions, just like, they're very intense. I feel them very intensely, and they come out very intensely because of my ADHD. And so I don't feel things as like someone who's neurotypical, or, you know, would feel, and so sometimes it's a little bit uncomfortable for people, and honestly I don't care. So I just honestly am very excited to talk about it and just be myself, feel comfortable, and honestly make my channel a place where I am not afraid to do and speak about things and say things and make jokes that are maybe like not funny people or whatever, and just be myself, because I think I owe it to myself at this point to be myself. So okay, just realized that I kind of messed up with this, with the recipe. So, I was supposed to add my sugar in, and totally forgot I was supposed to be doing that. So, that was supposed to go first, and I'm gonna add the sugar in because, wait. I need to break this up some more. Oh, sure, no. Alright, then I added my sugar, rest of my sugar. Okay. So, recently, I've been trying to finish up My Little Pony. I'm on season 6 or 7 now, I think. And I hadn't realized that I had not been caught up to the end of the show. And so I need to catch up and watch the end of the show, and I think I've also been putting it off because the show has ended, and it's been on since I was in middle school, and so it's kind of like bittersweet to me because all of my, basically everything in my childhood is ended and it's gone, and that was the last kind of thing tying to my childhood. And so it's a little bit weird for me to wanna, I don't do well with change. I'm just gonna put it right up there in the bat. I don't do well with change. Once I have a sort of like structure, a routine of some sort, whether it be a very loose routine, but a routine of some sort, it takes me a long time to get out of it. And once I feel comfortable in that routine, it takes me a long time, even longer time to get out of it. And so, like certain things like shows, whatever, those are routine things, or things that are like, they're constantly on. So like, as Disney Channel shows that were coming in and out and stuff like that, I was still liking it because it still was holding that same sort of like essence of Disney to me, but I also sort of slowly phased out of that and moved into YouTube. And so like, I still found some of that Disney and some of that like essence of YouTube at the time, like 2013 and 12, 14, when I was getting out of Disney. That was like how YouTubers were kind of acting sort of like Disney actors, and very YouTube friendly, very kid friendly. Also when the ad apocalypse is going on, it made sense why they're acting like that. I think that's why like transitioning into college has been so easy, because I've been in quarantine, and so I ended high school in quarantine, and so I started college in quarantine. So like that routine of being at home and doing school, it doesn't really feel that much different to me, because to me at this moment, I'm not on campus. I'm not going on campus either, even though my school's opening back up. I'm not going back on campus. One, just because I don't feel like it's safe at the moment, and I have things here that I need to situate and get fixed and do before I go, and so leaving is not the best idea, or going to campus is not the best idea at the moment, so I'm not doing it. It seems like this is supposed to, okay, this looks better. Alright, this is what it's supposed to look like. It looks fully incorporated. I'm just gonna let it drip down some more. Oh, that looks such like a nice shot. The next thing, so I'm gonna take off this paddle attachment, this whisk attachment, now that everything is incorporated. I hope it's incorporated. If not, then it'll be incorporated with the next step. Okay, so the next step, this is honestly does not take so long, this like recipe. I'm super excited about that. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to slowly, we have to mix all this stuff in, like the cornstarch, the salts, baking soda, and like the cake and the cake flour, and then the other flour. But what I'm going to do is this. I'm just going to like mix the flours together. Boy, that was like not a good idea. Okay. So I'm gonna get that started, the mixer started. Okay, great. And I have like the paddle thing on it with the scraper so that everything gets mixed in. And so I'm going to first add in my cornstarch. Why is this so hard to add in? Okay, so that's my cornstarch added in. Okay, and then I'm gonna add in my baking soda. Okay, and then I'm going to add in my salt, kosher salt. Mix that all in, and then I'm going to slowly, I think that I'm just going to slowly add in the flour. Okay. I also realized that I hadn't locked it. I'm still getting used to this, like I've been saying. I hadn't locked it, so I need to get a spoon to scoop off the sides, make sure all of that is incorporated as well. I think that was my mistake with using the like bowl scraper, was that it pushes the dough that's already like to the side further onto the side. But honestly, this is the easiest it's been to make a dough. Okay, I'm just gonna mix that for a little bit more. Make sure all of that is incorporated. Make sure to lock it this time. It looks like it's good, like it's dough. Like, I'm very surprised this is going very well because I've been having mishap after mishap with these recipes. If you don't know, if you've seen I'm going to like show the different ways that I'll put in like the vlog clips that I did from Vlogmas that I did not post in and show you like what it looked like. But these are how my cookies look. I'm gonna let them cool down. I'll use wax paper. The bottom is kind of burnt, but it looks fine. Okay, so these are what the cookies look like. They actually look better than before. Definitely the baking soda was needed. I'm gonna put one of these back in the toaster oven because I want them to cool off. And now the wax paper is coming off on it, but that's fine because honestly, the wax paper is going to not really be eaten anyway because the bottom is burnt. But okay, I'm gonna add in the chocolate chips and chunks. I'm not gonna add them all in just because I'm gonna add most of it in and just leave a little bit left over on the side, because what I want to do is I want to push some in on the top so that when I bake it and stuff, there's like chocolate on the top as well. Okay, so I'm gonna put that in there, lock it, and mix it up on itself. Wow, this actually looks like cookie dough. I need to chill these for at least 45 minutes. So that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna go in the fridge for at least 45 minutes. I'm also gonna turn my oven down just a little bit because my oven does not actually go to the temperature it says it does. And it's very worrying to me sometimes because I don't want to burn anything. So okay, so I have let my cookies sit for over like 2 hours. It said at least to do for 45 minutes, but it's almost been like an hour or 2 hours. So I'm going to scoop it out and put it on here and put them in the oven. Okay, I'm gonna come back after I finish doing this. so hard. Okay. Okay, so the cookies are done. As you can see, they're done. I'm about to like break it in half to see what it looks like. I'm really scared, but they seem to be fine. They're not as like when I cooked the other ones, they were like hard completely as soon as I took them out. So they weren't as hard, and I kept them for 11 minutes. So, okay, I'm gonna break this one in the middle. They are burnt on the bottom though, unfortunately. They're completely burnt bottom, but let's see. Ooh, oh, are they even? Oh, wow. Look at that. Now that is something. We did it, right? Okay, I'm gonna take a test bite. Okay. Is it cooked still? I hope so, because if it's not, then I'll be really sad. That is good. That is so good. That is delicious. Compared to my favorite store-bought like chocolate cookies, which is Tate's chocolate chip cookies, Tate's Bake Shop chocolate chip cookies, they're good. These are good. Like, I like the crunch. That's what I like from them. But there's a crunch, there's a soft, it's ooey gooey in the middle, and it's like perfect. Like, it's the perfect cookie. I cannot wait to have this with ice cream. It looks really good, it tastes really good, and I'm surprised it turned out so well. And I can't wait to do more of these. I can't wait to keep making videos for the rest of the year. I need to go because it's 12:30 in the morning, and you know, I've been having some sleep issues, so I need to go rectify that. I'm gonna have my dinner, eat my cookies. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye!